วัสดีค่ะยินดีต้อนรับสู่งานสัมมนาเรียนต่อประเทศแคนาดาค่ะวันนี้มาพบกับ Brock University ค่ะ Hello good morning
Good morning.
Welcome everyone to Brock University live webinar today. We have a great honor to welcome the manager of Southeast Asia, Miss Sarah. Good morning.
Good morning. Hi, everyone. My name is Sarah from Brock University.
It's our great pleasure to have you with us. Please feel free to start your presentation. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Again, good morning, everyone. And it's actually my morning time here in Canada, and I know it's nighttime right now in Bangkok, but still want to say good morning, good evening to everyone. This is my first time having a presentation with Pacific Premier, and it's my great honor to share with you not just the information from Brock University, but if you want to ask any of the personal experience that I have here when I'm living here in Niagara region in St. Catharines at Brock University, I would be very happy to do so. I've been living in the region for 4 years for now, and I really enjoy where I'm living and where I'm working. So I will share a little bit more information about the region and about the city very soon later. But again, just to let you know, if you have any question, not just about the university, but about the city, about the location, just let me know. Can you just go to the next slide, please?
Sure.
Okay. So this is my first slide about the Niagara region. And I believe this is something very familiar with everyone. This is the picture of the Niagara Falls. And Niagara Falls is among the 7 natural wonders of the world. And this is one of the most popular beauty spots when you come to visit Canada. Where Brock University is located is we call Niagara region, which is an extended location where we have Niagara Falls, Brock Universities, and many other places. This first slide, I just want to share with you why there are more and more people want to come to the Niagara region, not just for sightseeing, but for living, for studying. Of course, it is because of the beautiful nature, for example, the Niagara Falls. But then more importantly, especially for students, and for new immigrants, it is a great job opportunity. I can share with you some very updated data that we just had in this November 2025, that the overall unemployment rate of Ontario is 7.3% in November 2025. But right now in St. Catharines and in Niagara, the unemployment rate is just 6.6%, which is much lower than the total unemployment rate in Ontario. The data tell us that there are a lot more job opportunities in this region rather than in other places in Ontario. So that's why the population of Niagara region has been increasing in the last 10 years. Another reason that a lot of people want to come to study, to live in Niagara region is because of the low cost of living comparing to the Great Toronto area. Again, if you want to rent a room or if you want to buy groceries, it's a lot more cheaper than comparing to the big cities like Toronto. And for international students, and especially international families, safe and reliable will be something put to the priority because you want to be in a safe place. And Niagara region again is one of the best state, the safest place in Ontario. And finally, in terms of like transferring to big cities, um, from Niagara region, you will be very easy to go to big cities like Mississauga, Toronto, or if you want to go to the States, we are very close to the United States border. I'm going to share it with you in the next few slides. Okay, can you just next to this
Sure.
next? Yes, thank you. Now, this third slide, I just want to share with you the city that Brock University is located, and it is also the city that I'm living. It called St. Catherine City, and not many people really heard about it before, just because it's not a big city, but actually it's one of the most beautiful city in Canada. I put a very big picture of like the slogan of the city here, so you will be able to see that St. Catharines is called the Garden City. And the reason why it called the Garden City is because St. Catharines is among the UNESCO Biosphere Reserve, which means that like a lot of the area in the St. Catherine cities wouldn't be able to use for like high-rise buildings or like for residential anymore. All of them are protected by UNESCO just to make sure we still keep the natural beauty of the nature. So I put here some of the pictures here that you can see. Most of the houses here in St. Catharines are still very well kept with the sense that we want to keep the heritage, but we don't want to make it like big cities. We don't want to put a lot of high-rise buildings. And although it's very modern, we have a lot of different infrastructure. But if you look at the whole city, it still gives you a vibe of like a truly Canadian life. So that's why I usually share with people that if you want to really experience a truly Canadian life, let's go to St. Catharines. Again, very similar to anyone else in Asia. Like you and me are both from Asia, and we are from very big cities like Bangkok, or Singapore, or many other big cities in Asia. We live in like high-rise building. We always see like something like just brick and mortar. But here, when you come to Canada, if you go to St. Catherine, if you go to Brock University, if you go to Niagara, you will really truly enjoy the nature, the beauty of the nature, and especially like a very Canadian vibe of it, where people try to blend between all the residential areas with the nature. Okay, so can you just move to the next slide? And this is Brock University. Again, when I introduced about St. Catharines, about Niagara region, I told you that this is a huge area that is protected by UNESCO because we are within the Biosphere Reserve. And Brock University is proud to be the only Canadian university that is protected by UNESCO because we are located within a biosphere reserve, which means the surrounding area of Brock universities, if you look at the picture on your left hand side, you don't see any like high-rise buildings. Surrounding Brock universities are just a lot of green trees, a lot of like brooks trails, a lot of things that is just belong to nature. So when you are there, it's more like you are in a resort rather than you are like in a big building. When I introduce you about the Niagara region, I just share with you that Niagara region itself and Brock University is very close to many different big cities. And if you look at the map here, you will be able to see that Brock is very close to the Niagara Falls. We are only 20 minutes from the Niagara Falls, and we are only about 30 minutes from Buffalo, which is a very big city in New York State in the USA. And if you want to go back home, it's again just 60 minutes to go to Toronto or Mississauga, which is our Pearson International Airport. So just an hour from Brock to anywhere that you want. And that's a very convenient location where it can give you a safer place, a lower cost of living. Can you just go to the next slide, please?
Sure.
Brock University right now has about like 19,000 students on campus. And we consider ourselves as a medium-sized university, which means that we do not really focus, like we do not try to increase as many students as we can, but we try to focus on the quality that students can get when they are at our university. So although we only have more than 19,000 students on campus, but you can see here we are number one in Ontario for student satisfaction. And most importantly, 96% of our students, after they finish our degree, they can success in finding a good job. And again, as an international student, it's very important to have a job after you finish. I will give you a little bit more details when we talk about different programs later. But again, the percentage, the 96% here, just to show you how successful we are in providing students like a lot of different things to support students to get a better job after they graduate. In terms of international students, we have like more than 110 countries, students from 110 countries around the world. But we still try our best to support as much as we can. We have a dedicated international students services department just to support international students. Besides number one in student satisfaction, we also have a lot of different rankings. Just to let you know, we are number one in mental health services and number two in academic advising. Now in Canada, unlike many other different countries where we say top one, top two, top 100 in Canada, here in Canada, we only have like something like 100 universities in Canada, and majority of them are public universities. So I would tell you, if you come to any public university in Canada, you are coming to a good university. So that's why for Brock University and for many other universities in Canada, instead of saying we are in top 100 university in Canada, we usually try to emphasize on what we are good at. So for example, for Brock University, we are very good at student satisfaction, academic advising, mental health services, and especially job opportunity. Can you just move to the next slide, please?
Sure.
This is just to explain a little bit why we can gain those kind of rankings, like how we can get number one in student satisfaction and why we can have number two in academic advising. But just to give you an example. For example, right now you are an international student, and one of the most common questions that you might have is that what kind of program that I should apply? And usually you will have a lot of academic questions to like professors or academic advisors. And for other universities, maybe you won't be able to connect with anyone from the academic side of it until you get into the university. But here at Brock University, you can book appointments in person or virtually with our academic advisors, and you can ask them who will be the professor teaching me in those programs, or what are the things that I can do during the program if I want to do a major in business and a minor in computer science. So a lot of questions you can ask for now, even before you get into the university. And I believe this is one of the best service that we can provide for international students. Can you just move to the next slide?
Sure.
Similarly, this is just to explain to you why we are number one in mental health services and number three in residence living. Again, just one example to share with you. Like here in Asia, we don't really care about mental health services just because there are a lot of fun there in our Asian countries. But in Canada, because people really care about mental health services, that's why here at Brock, we have 24/7 services for anyone who want to speak to someone, and it's from anywhere in the world. So even you are international student at Brock, you come back home in Thailand for vacation, you feel like, oh, I need to speak with someone at Brock University that like I need to feel connected with the university. You can just take a phone call to our mental health services from your home country and speak with someone, share any of the concern that you have. So yeah, that's one example just to share with you how we are good at mental health services. Can you just move to the next slide?
Sure.
Okay, and this is for the co-op education. I believe if you are interested in Canadian education, you might be very familiar with co-op education, which means that if you choose co-op programs, it will allow you to work full time during your study time. So it means that you can work at least for 12 months full time. I mean, you don't have to go to school, you don't have to go to study during your co-op term, and you can get paid. When we talk about co-op, it means you get paid. And the average salary that you will have is about like $18 to $23 per hour. So that's a decent average wage that can help you to have a sense of how things working in Canada. And I usually share with people that this is the best chance for international students when they came to Canada for study, just because if you just do some kind of unpaid jobs, you wouldn't be able to really do the job. You can do some simple jobs like taking coffee or tea, making tea, coffee, or like photocopying. But if you get paid, the employers will expect you to really get the job done. You are in a real pressure of doing the job. So that will give you a lot more experience of how things going in Canada. Next slide, please.
Thank you.
This is a little bit small for everyone to see, but I just want to share this slide just to show you how many programs that we are offering right now at Brock University. In the next few slides, I'm going to go into different details, but right now we are having overall like over 70 different undergraduate programs and about like 50 different master's and PhD programs. So we are a little bit like we are more focused on like comprehensive education rather than just like specifically focused on undergraduate programs. And if you can see here, some of the blue squares in front of some programs, this is the programs that we have co-op option. And you can see here we have like more than half of our programs have co-op options.
There are so many interesting programs offered at Brock University.
Yeah, thank you. Can you
Mhm.
just move to the next slide?
Sure.
Okay, so this is some slides that I will try to highlight some of our best programs of each faculties. Now, out of more than 70 different undergraduate programs, we have 7 different faculties and schools. And the first one I want to introduce to you is the Faculty of Applied Health Sciences. Here you can see a lot of different programs, but like the most popular one is our Bachelor of Nursing. And the second one that I can see a lot of people interested is the sport management. Brock University is proud to be the home for sport management because we are the first Canadian university having sport management. Um, we also have recreation and leisure studies, child health, kinesiology, and medical sciences. So if you want to find any program in health sciences, we have a lot of options for you. Next slide, please. The next faculty is the Faculty of Education. Again, we are the only public university in Canada that provide all the conference teacher education for the Niagara region. So again, if you want to be a teacher in any of our public school board, you need to do the conference teacher education in Canada. So you can choose any of the primary, junior, or senior level to study, and then you are eligible to apply for different public school boards in Canada. One highlighted programs that I put it here is the early childhood education because it gained a lot of interest from international students. But I just want to let you know that this is 100% online program at Brock University, and it's more like a bridging program. So that opened up a lot more opportunities for students who have done any of the early childhood education degree back in Thailand or in anywhere around the world, and they want to have a bachelor degree in Canada. Then they just need to spend 2 more years at Brown University, online 100%, and you have a Bachelor of Early Childhood at Brock University. And you can use that bachelor degree to apply for any of the early childhood education job in Canada. Can you just move to the next slide?
Sure.
Okay, so this is my favorite because Goodman School Business is again one of the most popular destination for all international students. We have business administration and we have 10 different concentration. But the most highlighted program here at Brock at Goodman School Business is actually the Bachelor of Accounting because we have the shortest route to get to the CPA in Ontario. And if any one of you interested in accounting and finance, if you want to work in Canada, North America, or anywhere in the world, CPA is your professional license that you need to get. And here at Brock, you just need to spend 4 years for a bachelor degree, 7 months for master degree, and you will get into the final exam to get the CPA. Again, if you have any question, you can tell me later, but this is the best program at Brock University right now. Okay, can you just move to the next slide?
Before we move to the next slide, I also like to add that the Brock is a AACSB accredited,
Yeah.
and that is very prestige business schools.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for reminding me. So IICSB accredited means that any of the business school that is accredited by IICSB, that business school is among the top 5% of the best business school in the world. So that's why AICSB accredited. It's one of the most important criteria for anyone choosing a business school to come. Okay, so the next one is the Faculty of Humanities. For Faculty of Humanities, again, we have so many different programs like English language and literature. We have German, Hispanic, and Latin American studies. We have Italian studies or philosophy. But the most popular one is actually the game design. You might know that like a lot of people now want to work in the game industry, and many of them saying that, oh, I just don't want to do the coding, I just want to do the design thing. And not many university can provide like just the design side of it. And here at Brock, we do both game design and game programming, which means we separate game design and game programming. Now, for game design, the best thing is that you don't need to have math if you want to apply to the game design. And we don't require portfolio if you apply for this program. The reason is we believe we have enough we have enough facility and we have enough quality of teaching to teach you to be a game designer without really seeing any of the portfolio that you have. The only thing that we need from you is a statement of interest where we want to see how you interest in like this game design industry. So again, the entry requirement, it's a little bit easier than other game programs, but then give you a lot of opportunities to learn new things and explore yourself in game design. And at Faculty of Humanities, we also have Marilyn I. Walker School of Fine and Performing Arts. And the most popular one is the visual arts. Why it's popular is because many international students say, oh, I don't know what I really want to study, but I really want to do something like that I can do a lot of things in arts after I complete my degree. So that's why it's our visual arts is popular because we have a studio arts where you will be able to study what we call graphic design, photography, and many different aspects of arts. So by the time you finish, you will have a lot more than just a specific route of arts. And again, for the studio arts, we require you to have like a portfolio if you have any pictures that you have captured or if you have any kind of design that you've made in the past. Faculty of Mathematics and Science is also a very popular option for many international students, and we have pretty much all the popular programs that you are looking at. We highlighted here some programs that is related to computer science. We have computer science, we have computing and business, computer science and mathematics, and data sciences and analytics. So anyone who want to focus on computer sciences programs, we have a lot of different options for you. We also have integrated engineering program, which is a very special engineering program in Canada. Right now in Canada, only 3 universities have this integrated engineering program. And what does it mean by integrated engineering? It means that you will study 4 disciplines in one program. You will study mechanical engineering, electrical engineering, software, computer engineering, and civil engineering at the same time. So I usually say it's like 4-in-1 program because you will be able to have all 4 disciplines in just one program. Another very unique program at Brock is Enology and Viticulture. I'm not sure if you have ever heard of this type of like New English words, but it means that grape and wine science. Niagara region is something very unique because of the location, because of the climate. Niagara region is the only place in Canada that can grow wine grow grape and produce wine. That's why Brock University is the only public university that having that grape and wine science. So if any one of you want to really understand the science side of how they make the wine, go to this program. And again, this is also all the programs that I just mentioned are co-op programs. So you can always find a lot of co-op jobs in the region. Finally, it's the Faculty of Social Sciences, and here we have business communication, business economics, but the most popular one is actually the psychology. Our Bachelor of Psychology is very popular just because we have 3 different options for people to choose. Now, the first option is the Forensic Psychology and Criminal Justice, and I believe it gained a lot of interest from students around the world. And this is specifically focused on forensic science. Now, the other 2 options are the Bachelor of Psychology and a Bachelor of Arts in Psychology and Bachelor of Science in Psychology. Now, there are 2 different routes here in psychology, just to give you a little bit more options of which route you want to go further after you finish the bachelor degree. So for Bachelor of Arts, you might want to work with some social jobs, like you want to work in business aspect of it. For example, you want to do a marketing job or human resource management. But if you want to go to Bachelor of Sciences in Psychology, it's more like research route. So you might work as a researcher in psychology, or you can be like you can study further to be a psychologist. So you will have a lot more options if you go to our Bachelor of Psychology. And again, this is a co-op program as well. So not many Canadian universities in Canada provide co-op option in psychology. This slide is to share with you how much it will cost an international student to come to Brock. I believe it is, I usually share with people this is an affordable cost comparing to other universities. And please note that this is all in Canadian dollars. It is not US dollars. So it's much cheaper if you convert it to US dollar. So right now the international tuition fee is about like 41,000 Canadian dollars. We don't have much of the difference between the programs. So you don't have to worry that, it will be a lot more expensive if you want to go to engineering. No, our international tuition fee is quite the same with all the programs. The mandatory ancillary fees will include all the mandatory fees that you have to pay when you are in Canada. For example, we will cover the UHIP, which is the health insurance, but we also provide the dental health. And you know that dental health is very expensive in Canada, and we provide it as a mandatory ancillary fees here, so you don't have to worry if you want to remove a wisdom tooth in Canada. It will not cost you like arm and legs. And here we also include the residence and meal plan. Again, when I introduced about Brock, I told you that we are number 3 in residence life, just because we can guarantee that we have enough room for all the students who want to stay on campus. And we also provide meal plan for all the students who stay on campus. So that's why you don't have to worry if you are first time here in Canada. You don't have to worry that the university do not have enough room. We can guarantee that we have enough room for all the students, not just for 1 year, but for all 4 years. So if you want to stay on campus for 4 years, we can afford that. So in total, it will cost you like 60 to 65,000 Canadian dollars. So 60 to 65 Canadian dollars will be about like 45, 50,000 US dollars. So it's like a medium, like of cost of like going to study in North America, but with a lot of different support, a lot of like co-op job opportunities and other things at Brock. Can you just move to the next slide?
Sure.
And this is something just to share with you that for international students, we spend a lot of our budgets to support international students because we understand international students coming from a different country will be very difficult, and especially with the finance. So we have a lot of different scholarships for international students. We have some automatic scholarships and we have some competitive scholarship. Now, automatic scholarships means that you don't have to do anything. Once you apply, we will based on your GPA and give you the scholarship. So you can see here the Brock Scholars Awards are the automatic scholarships. And right now, you can look at your GPA and you can know how much scholarship you can get from Brock. For example, if you have 90% or above, you will have 24,000 Canadian dollars. And if you have 95% or above, you will have 32,000 Canadian dollars. Okay, so you don't have to submit any additional document. We will based on your GPA and give you the scholarship. Now, besides that Brock Scholars Awards, for the first year as an international student, you are eligible to apply for the Brock Future Leader Scholarship. And every year we give out 10 awards to 10 international students for the first year. And each scholarship will be 10,000. And this 10,000 will be combined with the Brock Scholars Awards. So that will give you a lot more discount of the tuition fee when you come to Brock. Imagine that you have GPA of 95%. You have 32,000 Canadian dollars automatically from Brock Scholars Awards. And if you apply for Brock Future Leader Scholarship, you get additional 10,000. So the total scholarship that you have for the first year is already 42,000 Canadian dollars. So, and like it's pretty much the tuition fee for the
Uh,
program.
Question, please. And
Yeah.
for students that graduating high school from Thailand,
Mhm.
do they also receive the Brock International Curriculum Award?
Yes, they can.
Mm,
Yes.
nice.
International Curriculum Award will be given to any international student study any other curriculum than Ontario Secondary School.
Very
Yeah,
nice.
yeah, yeah.
And for Thai students that finished high schools in Canada, they also get the Canadian High School Excellent Award.
Yes, so if they study in any of the OSSD um, program, then they will get that Canadian High School Excellence Award.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Not for BC.
No, not for BC.
Okay.
Yeah, for BC they will get International Curriculum Award.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
And if you don't mind, I'd like to also ask about the International Student Ambassador Award, please.
Okay. Yeah, so I just share with you that for the first year, student can apply for a competitive scholarship, that is the Brock Future Leader Scholarship. And many students will ask, so what about the second year? Do we have the same thing? So International Student Ambassador Award is something like that for students from year 2, 3, and 4.
Mm,
So International Student Ambassador Award is actually the idea of the scholarship is like if you get the award as an international student, you only have to pay domestic tuition fee. So
wow.
the scholarship is actually the difference between the domestic and international tuition fee. So again,
Wonderful.
that's a lot. Yeah, that's like 75%. At Brock University, we also have another policy to support international students. That like the family can have a proper financial plan for the student study. That is the tuition red lock. So tuition red lock means that the tuition fee that is applied for year one will be continued until year four. Even when we increase the tuition fee every year, your tuition fee in year four is still the same as year one. So for families, you will know exactly how much money you have to spend for your child to study. And you don't have to worry about the inflation rate, don't have to worry about the increase of tuition fee. Okay. And this is the English language requirements for undergraduate studies. We accept pretty much all the popular English proficiency tests like IELTS, TOEFL, Duolingo. So if you have any of these, we're happy to take it. Right now, for most of the programs, we require IELTS 6.5 and no band is below 6. Except for the co-op accounting, we will require IELTS 7 with no band less than 6.5, similar to TOEFL or Duolingo or any other English proficiency test. Now, if you don't meet our English requirement, you can come to Brock to study our Brock Intensive English Language Program. And we offer the online option as well. So you can just do 2 months online anywhere in the world. And then after you finish, you meet our English requirement. Okay, next slide, please. Okay, so for the last few slides, I just want to share with you some of our popular master programs for international students. So the first one, of course, is the Masters of Business Administration. And this year, we changed program. So first of all, for the entry requirement, we don't require GMAT or GRE. It means we have some waiver available. For example, if you have work experience or if you have already have some kind of math program, then we can have a look and we can tell you if we can waive the GMAT and GRE. If you don't meet any of the GMAT GRE waiver, then we will have some additional course that again you don't have to take GMAT or GRE. For the English language proficiency, we lower our English requirement from 7.5 to 6.5 with no band less than 6. So it's much easier for international students right now. And for anyone who do the 3-year degree from UK, we still accept that bachelor degree from the UK as well. Can you just move to the next slide?
Oh, quick question,
Sure.
please. For the MBA program, so how many specializations can a student choose? Can they do double majors?
Yep. So for the Master of Business Administration, they can choose any of these 5 concentrations. So they can concentrate on business analytics, finance, human resource management, marketing, operation management. So they can choose any of these. Or if they don't want to choose any of these, they just choose a general MBA. That means they will study pretty much everything.
Can they choose more than one or only one, please?
They should only choose only one just because that will give them the route to like a specific route that they want to focus on. and especially because we provide co-op in this MBA. So it's very important for them to choose a concentration so that like when they find a co-op job, they will know exactly what kind of jobs they want to focus on.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. And yeah, this is just like a more detailed admission requirement for the MBA that I just mentioned to you. Again, if you have if any of you interested in our MBA program, feel free to contact Pacific Premier, and I believe they can give you a lot more details. And if you want to speak with me in person, I would be happy to do so.
I think the Brock MBA program is one of the most popular MBA programs in Canada. Yeah, and I think that it's offer like wide variety of the specializations and also co-op.
Yep.
Yeah, I think it will be very suitable for a student from Thailand.
Yeah. Thank you. And yeah, this is something new this year, the scholarship for Master of Business Administration. So this year we give out scholarships up to 20,000 Canadian dollars. So again, it is automatically. You don't have to do anything. You just need to show us that you have GPA of average 82% by the time you get into our MBA program. Then you will be eligible to get 10,000 Canadian dollars. And for the next 10,000, you will need to maintain your GPA of your year one, your first year of the MBA program of 80. Then you will, in the next year, you will have 10,000. So easy peasy.
Wow, very good.
Yeah. The second popular program at Brock at master level is our Master of Professional Accounting. Again, because Brock is very famous for its accounting program. So for Master of Professional Accounting, we also put some CPA modules in it. So if you study Master of Professional Accounting, you will be waived 2 modules of the CPA program. So that's why this is also a very popular program for international students. Again, because this is specifically for those who are interested in accounting, so the entry requirement is a little bit like more focus on the accounting programs. For example, you can see here one of the requirements for our 4-year bachelor degree is that the student will need to meet some prerequisites subjects. For example, they need to do 2 financial accounting courses, 1 management accounting, microeconomics, macroeconomics, and statistics. So we will require a little bit like more accounting related programs at your bachelor level. But again, if you are interested in this program, just let us know and we can have a look at your transcript and we can let you know if you are eligible for this program. This year, again, we accept conditional admission for students who do not meet our English requirement. It means that for students who just have IELTS from 5.5 or 6, they still can come to Brock to study master programs. Now, for students who have IELTS 6 or above, you are eligible to get to our AELP, which is an online version, and you just need to study 2 months online. And after that, you can get into our MBA or Master of Professional Accounting. Now, for students who have IELTS 5.5, which means you will need to do like 2 levels, and you will combine of the in-person and online. So like you just need to be here like for a term and 2 months online. So again, we are trying to make it affordable and accessible for international students. Just let us know if you need any of these ESL program. And finally, our Master of Material Physics is something special because this is like among some STEM master programs, and there are 3 different specializations that you can choose. If you want to focus on biophysics, or you want to focus on theoretical physics, or experimental condensed matter physics and material science. So it's we try to lead the students to different specializations that the employers in Canada need, so it will be easier for you when you finish and you try to find a job. And again, this Master of Material Physics also have co-op option as well. I think that's it from me today. But before I finish, I just want to let you know that Pacific Premier is one of our authorized agency in Thailand and in Canada as well. So for anyone who are interested in applying to Brock, please go to Pacific Premier. I'm sure they will give you a lot of guidance. And we also provide some application fee waiver code for any student interested in applying to Brock. So connect with Pacific Premier. And if you want to meet one-on-one meeting with me, I'm sure Pacific Premier will set up the meeting and we can meet one by one. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Sarah, for your wonderful presentation today. And we hope that our Thai students will come to Brock University more and more in the coming years. And we are so proud that our Brock alumni that finished from Brock in the past few years, they got very good co-op job opportunities and also full-time employment in Canada after graduation. Thank you so much, Brock University. ขอบคุณทุก
Thank
ท่านที่
you.
ฟังใน Thank you ขอบคุณทุกท่านที่มาฟังสัมมนา Brock University ในวันนี้นะคะ ถ้าท่านใดต้องการข้อมูลเพิ่มเติมเกี่ยวกับ Brock U และโปรแกรมสามารถสอบถามได้นะคะ ที่โทร 0856587000 หรือ Line Official @Pacific Premier ทางเรามีบริการแนะนำข้อมูลโปรแกรมที่ท่านสนใจนะคะ วิธีการสมัครประสานงานการสมัครแล้วก็บริการวีซ่าแคนาดา Study Permit แคนาดาด้วยค่ะ ขอบคุณมากนะคะแล้วพบกันใหม่สวัสดีค่ะขอบคุณค่ะ Thank you so much, Sarah. See you next time. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye bye. ขอบคุณค่ะ Have a good day.